Today we're going to do an unboxing, swatching, and testing of Derwent Chromaflow colored pencils. I had just received this in the mail. It is still shrink wrapped, my beautiful friend. I love having firsts with you. I love seeing things for the first time with you by my side. First off, they're stunning. And I can't wait to bust into this. If you're new around here, welcome. I'm Tara. If you're not new, welcome back. I'm very new to adult coloring, but I'm not new to art. I've been an artist for almost 30 years. I'll put a few images on the screen. This is the first time we're hanging out, so you can kind of see my vibe. In this video, I want to give my honest opinion, my first impressions with these pencils, and then we're going to do some coloring. There's 2 pages in particular that I would like to work on. First off, look at this. Am I the only one that gets so hyped up by color? I also am planning on swatching them in the order that they come. Do you guys change the order up? I'm not going to do that because that's going to require too much thought. Too much of a thought process, which I'm not really wanting to do right this second. So I'm really appreciative of how many pencils I'm getting because your girl wants as many as possible. As many as possible. I'm not going to keep them in this tin. I mean, I'm probably not. If I'm being honest, they're still in that tin. And it's been, I'm doing this voiceover a little bit afterwards. So let's get into some swatching. I'm using my Sarah Renee Clark swatch Dex cards. You can use anything that you have, but definitely swatch them out. And I'm noticing they're so creamy going down. And I love arranging them like this with the color families. They just look so pretty. I did decide to put 2 to each row, and it's perfection. Look at the color range. Looking at this, I want to color. Your girl wants to color right now looking at this. I found the swatching to be very therapeutic because I really was getting a feel for the way that they go down. I did start writing the wrong thing there. I was writing Inktense. I will have to white that out later on, but I'm really glad I took the time to swatch these out, and I can't wait to start coloring. So I am going to grab a book. I'm going to grab a couple of books, actually. The first book I want to try out is Lulu's House of Wonder. I am definitely not inspired to color in this book. But I did start this page. I based it in Ohuhu paper-friendly markers. So I'm thinking, let's go ahead and try. So I did swatch out some pencils that I thought would kind of work based on this. Not the best color palette I have already picked out. If you want to color along this page with me, feel free to do so. But if I'm being honest, I probably wouldn't choose this color palette. So it's more like, let me give you my first impressions of what I think about this. And I am going to speed this up a bit so we're not here for an hour working on a page that I'm not in love with. So at first glance, first try putting them down, it was feeling pretty good, but I didn't really like the underpainting, the basing that I had done. I don't know why I didn't just use alcohol markers. Using the water-based markers left it rather streaky. And because I went so dark with the clothing and all the red, you're going to see it's hard for me to come over the top afterwards. I did kind of like what I was doing with the hair. And when I get to the skin, I feel like they were going down smoothly. And if I'm being honest, at the moment, Chromaflows are one of my favorite pencils since I've been using them really not basing first. That's the way I prefer to use them at this moment. They are so soft and creamy, but not super crumbly like Prismacolors can be. I can sharpen them to a finer point. I love the color range, and I love grabbing these pencils. I love them in so many different books, but in particular, Melpomene's books. I take these pencils to bed with me. I actually have stacks of them in like a rubber band, depending on whatever project I'm working on. I also have a Rita Berman Vibe stack, and that's one of my favorites at the moment. But this was the first time I had ever used these pencils. So I didn't really know what to expect, how far I could push it. And as I'm like putting this color down, I don't know why I chose a lighter color. I'm not going to get a lighter color to go down over such a dark color hair. Had I went in and just used all pencils, I think I would have preferred it. I'd have liked it better. And now, frankly, your girl does not want to finish this page. I definitely don't want to finish this till next year. Maybe next Valentine's Day. Maybe I'll go over it with acrylic markers or just something else. But I am really trying. I'm going to town, trying very hard, and using a darker marker was definitely better than trying for some reason to use a lighter marker. I don't think that that's a negative to the pencils, like they're not opaque, because trying to get such a light color to go over such a dark basing is going to be difficult no matter what pencil brand you're using. So I'm really wanting to see, can I get them to blend? And I was having some trouble. I was having some trouble here. And if I'm being honest, I remember at this point in time, I was thinking, did I make a mistake spending all of this money on these pencils? Should I send them back before it's too late? I am so glad I persevered through it and I did not send them back because, well, you're just going to have to wait. I don't want to spoil the surprise because the second page we're going to color went much better. But I wanted to keep this in here just so that you can see, even if you have almost 30 years of experience in art, 30 years, that is 3 decades, my friends, or almost 3 decades, more like 27 years to be exact. It can still be difficult when trying something you've not tried before. I'm predominantly an oil painter, and I've done a lot with acrylic and watercolor, but colored pencil was never really my jam because it just seemed so slow. Of course, I don't feel like that anymore. Now, if you know me, polys are the fastest. That's kind of an inside joke if you come to my live streams every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and also the last Saturday of the month at 2 p.m. Eastern. We have a flipping blast. That's kind of where it was started because I whipped through this picture so quickly and I'm like, it's because polys are so fast. And so many people do not believe that they are. I would say layering is my favorite way to do things. But if I'm looking to like do less layering and more maybe smushing, maybe I just want to get 6 layers instead of 15 down, Chromaflows are great for that. But I haven't really loved them when I'm coming over the top of something else, meaning another, like a water-based medium. If you do that, what am I doing wrong? Can you please share your wisdom with me and everybody else? Because I know I'm not the only one that has difficulty with this. And I do believe, I mean, again, this was the Ohuhu paper friendly, but I'm not looking at swatch cards, even though I highly recommend doing that. But I was not looking at any kind of cards. I'm just grabbing markers and they very rarely are going to match what it looks like. And I definitely recommend going significantly lighter, like either getting the lightest color or very close to it. Like you definitely don't want to go beyond the mid-tone to come over the top. And I'm like the dark. I put the darkest value on. So yeah, that's my mistake. User error. I was definitely liking the face more as I was putting this down. But I was so like sick of what I did on this page so far. I was not very inspired to finish it. But the pencils definitely helped the more I was layering them on. The more color I was putting on, like varying the different shades. And I'm looking at the color palette that I chose. I think I could have picked some even like pale greens or pale, little more towards purple or blue to get into the shadows instead of just going for red and gold. when we do that, we're going to lack a lot of depth. So yeah, not the best decision on my part. But as I was saying, I really wanted to test these pencils out. But if I want to test them out, it'd probably be better to test them out in a way that I'm really getting to see how the pencils work rather than trying to go over something that I didn't like to begin with. And I'm looking at this, and in hindsight, it's so boring, my friends. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever going to finish this page. And if I'm being completely honest, I'm not very drawn to these kinds of illustrations, even though they are so stinking cute. They're also very flat. I'm just not very drawn to this style. So maybe if I would have grabbed a different book, a Joseph Cadenbang, a Kirby, anything else, anything that's a little bit more realistic, maybe I would be enjoying what I'm doing a little bit more than struggling and agonizing with my choices for my life choices, basically. You got to hand it to me, though. I'm really trying. Looking at this, thinking, okay, I think I can make this work. If you appreciate a gal that is determined, that is not willing to give up easily, can you please give this video a thumbs up? I would so appreciate it. As I was adding a little bit darker values here, I started liking it more. The other thing is I could make this significantly darker. So even though I feel like the red is dark, I could bring in very deep grape colors and even black. Yes, my friend, we can use very, very dark colors to bring something to life. And sometimes we can't see it when we're working so closely on something. So it can be better to put the pencils down, Tara, put the pencil down, walk away, sleep on it, maybe sleep on it for weeks, maybe even a year. Kidding, only, am I kidding? Wait until we can come to it with fresh eyes as a problem solver instead of for what we don't like. Because I do believe every page is worth saving, looking at how can we save this. And so I want to propose something. If you would like to see how I would save this page, let me know, and maybe I won't tear this sucker out. Yes, Jess, I'm speaking to you. Turn the page. Don't tear the page. Jess from Coloring Bumblebee had said in one of my live streams to turn the page. And for some reason, I read tear the page, and she wrote in all caps, turn the page. So that's like another joke, because I am so quick to just be like, forget it. Which is what I said here. So I grabbed Small Victories. Small Victories is my favorite test book. All of these vans are something different. I think the one directly to the left, the red and green one, is Prismacolors. The one above it, I believe, is Tombows. And the one to the right of that is Ziggs. This page is almost done now, as I'm in the future Tara. And I'm really liking how it's coming together, even though it's all different. I really love very small vignettes to work out if we like a product or not, versus going to town with a whole page. I really wanted to see, can I get the sucker down? Because I didn't feel like it was going down, but I was putting it down on a Lulu Mayo page that was already paint. Look at how that color is popping. It's just popping off the page. And I wanted this van in particular to be pale. So you can see I'm doing a very pale wash in the front of this van. I just want to get a feel for, do I like how they are going down? I highly recommend very small pictures to do this. And this book in particular is perfect for this. And so is Johanna's newest book, Inklings. Did you catch my flip through? I love that book so much. And my now 10-year-old grandson, we took him out for his birthday. He picked out a few things. And guess what he picked? He picked a copy of Inklings. He's already completed 4 pages in this flipping book. If I can think of it, I'm going to put some of them on the screen right now. But I'm not going to put the body color, because he did say, Nana, we need to do a body. We got to do a body color. So he picked the page and he's already done. I mean, he's not kidding around. When he gets something and he's into it, he just goes to town with it. I believe he used, let's see, he used Prismacolors for one of them. He used Color, and he wasn't in love with that. Yeah, me either. And then he used the Ohuhu oil-based pencils, and he told me he really likes those. I have the 72 set. I did do a head-to-head battle between the Ohuhu oil-based pencils and Polychromos. If you missed that, you would be hard-pressed to tell the difference. You're definitely going to want to watch that. You guys said you loved it. I'm thinking, do we do a head-to-head battle between Chromaflows and Prismacolors? I don't know. What do you think? What do you want to see me do? I'm reaching for these way more than I reach for Prismacolors. And I don't know if it's just because they're newer. I think a lot of it has to do with the way they feel. I appreciate that they're not leaving crumbs all over my page, that the points are not continually breaking. That's kind of a sore spot for me. If I'm not going to want to use them in bed if I'm going to have like crumbs all over me. Not cookie crumbs, pencil crumbs, because then they're getting all over my sheets. I'm not looking to make a mess when I'm going to bed and coloring. So Chromaflows don't really seem to give me that problem. And Derwent, from what I understand, they really stand behind the products. I grabbed this white because I wanted to see, is it worth using? It absolutely is. It absolutely is. And I'm wanting to push this to see, can I burnish the page? I don't usually burnish because I do so many layers. It just kind of happens on its own. But I'm looking like, can I really get a lot down and not get any kind of wax blooming? There was no wax bloom. I definitely appreciated the way that they felt. I like that Derwent colors carry forward between different types of pencils. So if you want to like start with the Inktense and then go on top with this, you can choose the same colors. I think that's awesome. Just like the Polychromos, the Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils, and now I have some, just not enough, but some of the Albrecht Dürer, the Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils. You can do the same with that. I don't usually do that. I usually just make it difficult on myself and use different brands. What do you think about how this page turned out? I definitely love this vibe. I now have lots of pencils missing, way more than this, because I love them. If you made it to this point in the video, will you put a pencil emoji so I know you are still here? Do you have these pencils? If you do, what do you think about them? I flipping love you guys with all of my heart and soul, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.